Hi everyone and welcome back to our combat demo. We're now going to be moving on to advanced combat. So if you haven't already checked out the basic combat video, then I suggest you watch that one first. But now we're going to get back to the table and continue on our adventure. So we finished off watching Valeria heal Earthshaker, and she's now going to continue on exploring. So as our characters continue to explore, it doesn't take long for us to find another creature. We set up the creature by placing the creature template and stat bar by the character sheet of the player who discovered it, and we place the war banner on the map tile where the creature was discovered. We then check the creature's stat bar for health, and we place the health cube on the 5 of the creature template, and we draw some new abilities. This creature now has 2 easy abilities represented by the 2 green circles, so we take 2 green abilities from the bag, and we get Knockback 2 and Curse. So Knockback is exactly as it sounds. When you get attacked by this creature through a basic attack, you will also get knocked back. You get knocked back 2 spaces as shown by the 2 underneath the word knockback. The Curse ability places a curse token on the character sheet of the priority target of the creature during its ability activation phase. So any characters who are cursed will have all incoming healing reduced by 50%. With the creature set up, Valeria is going to perform an attack action which will reduce the creature's health by 2, moving it from 5 to 3. However, this creature has the Reflect ability, as shown on the stat bar with the yellow icon. Reflect has a value of 2, so when you attack this creature, you will suffer 2 damage, reducing Valeria's health from 4 to 2. This means she can't attack again, because if she performed a second attack, she would take another 2 damage, and this would reduce her health to 0, killing her. So instead, she has to perform a heal action, increasing her health to 3. So it's Earthshaker's turn, and we still want to kill this creature, so the first thing we're going to do is perform an attack action, reducing the creature's health from 3 to 2. Again, due to Reflect, Earthshaker then suffers 2 damage, reducing his health from 5 to 3. Now, he could attack again, but that would leave him on 1 health, and because he's going to be the priority target, he needs to heal himself. So instead, he's going to perform a heal action, increasing his health back up to 4, and then he's going to pass over to Valeria. It's worth pointing out at this time that there are other actions that you can be doing. You're going to be moving your workers around the board, you're still going to be exploring, you're going to be gathering resources and trading for items, but we're really just focusing on the combat side of the game for this demo. And now it goes back to Valeria, and as we know, at the start of her turn, the creature is going to activate. So to activate the creature, we're going to go through the combat steps again. This time, this creature doesn't have the heal ability, so it's not going to ever restore any of its health. The first thing it's going to do is perform a basic attack. It's got a range of 2, and now both Valeria and Earthshaker are in range, so they both become valid targets. So, the next decision is which character has the highest maximum health. In this instance, Valeria has a maximum health of 4, and Earthshaker has a maximum health of 5, so he becomes the target, and the basic attack hits him, reducing his health from 4 to 3. As creatures always attack the person with the maximum health, that means that you can make yourself the priority target by increasing your maximum health stat. This allows one player to take the role of the tank, and to walk around the board absorbing as much damage as possible. You need to make sure that your other players are of course healing you, otherwise you're still going to die, but it allows you to control combat and to come up with strategies and positions that are going to suit your needs rather than the creatures. At this point we need to activate the knockback ability, because the creature performed a basic attack and knockback applies to anyone who is hit by a basic attack. So we said that the knockback ability is going to push the character back 2 spaces. But what we didn't consider is there's still a fire token on the board, and Earthshaker has now been knocked back onto the fire token, meaning he's going to take another 1 damage, reducing his health from 3 to 2. The creature is now going to perform its Attack All ability, which is going to hit all heroes in range, so Valeria reduces her health from 3 to 2, and Earthshaker reduces his health from 2 to 1. Finally, the creature is going to perform its abilities. Knockback has already been triggered, so we move on to Curse, and Curse will target the priority target, again Earthshaker, and it will place a Curse token on his character sheet. So now all incoming healing is reduced by 50%. However, there is a standard rule where everything's always rounded up. So if you heal someone for 1 and it's reduced by 50%, it still rounds back up to 1. So you can never get to a point where you can't heal someone for at least 1 health in an action. So that's the creature activated. It did its basic attack with knockback, its attack all, and placed the curse token. We now go on to Valeria's actions, and she really wants to kill this creature. The problem is Valeria only has 2 health, and while she has an attack value of 2, which would be enough to kill the creature, it still has that reflect. So if she attacks the creature, she's going to kill the creature, but she's going to die herself. Sometimes in the game you might make a decision to sacrifice one of your lives to kill a creature. You would lose 1 morale, and in the game you have 3 morale. So as long as your morale never falls to 0, you're never going to lose. However, in this instance, we can still kill the creature, and I think it's going to be okay, so we're not going to sacrifice Valeria at this point. Instead, she's going to heal herself for 1, so she performs a heal action, increasing her health to 3, and now she's going to be able to attack. But she's just realised we can't do that, so let's not perform the heal action, because Earthshaker is on a fire token, and at the start of your turn, if you're on a fire token, you're going to suffer damage. The weak fire token does 1 damage, and he's only got 1 health. So at the start of Earthshaker's turn, he's going to die unless we do something. And this means Valeria is going to have to heal him on her turn, otherwise he's going to die. And this could have all been avoided if Earthshaker had just moved to the lake on his turn. But he didn't think about the knockback and the fire token, and now Valeria's, instead of killing the creature, going to have to go and save him instead. Valeria only has a range of 1, so she can't even heal Earthshaker from where she is. So she's going to have to move towards him, and at this point she can now reach him and perform a heal. She's going to increase his health to 2, meaning he's not going to die on his turn, and then she's going to heal herself for 1 more, so at least on her next turn she's going to be able to attack the creature and finally kill it. As Valeria's turn is over, it's back to Earthshaker, and he's standing on a weak fire token. At the start of your turn, the first thing you do is check for impairments, so in this case he's going to suffer 1 damage, reducing his health to 1. He now needs to decide what he's going to do. Earthshaker's only got 1 health, so he can't kill the creature. And if he moves out of range of the creature, then it's going to attack Valeria on her next turn, which means she's not going to have enough health to kill it. So Earthshaker starts to look around the board and comes up with a plan. So the first thing he's going to do is he's going to heal Valeria for 1, increasing her health from 3 up to 4. He's then going to perform a move action and move back to the City of Kings. This takes him off the fire token, and as he's back in the city, he fully restores all of his health, raising it back up to 5, and then the curse token gets removed, so now he is fully healed and ready to go. If we take a look at the available actions, we can see you can only move once on a turn, and we've already moved back into City of Kings. So what's Earthshaker going to do? He noticed that earlier we discovered a stable, and a stable allows you to fast travel from the stable to the City of Kings, or from the City of Kings to the stable using an interact action. So at this point, Earthshaker is going to use the interact, and he's going to immediately move to the stables. So whilst you can only perform 1 move action on a turn, sometimes there's other ways to move around the board. Stables are a great way of quickly getting from place to place. So now again, as the creature had a range of 2, we can see we're back in range of the creature. So that's the end of Earthshaker's turn, and it's back to Valeria, and now the creature's going to activate once again. Earthshaker is in range, so the basic attack is going to hit him, reducing his health from 5 to 4. The knockback isn't going to happen because he's already against the edge of the board, and you can't fall off the board. The creature will then perform the attack all action, which will hit both Earthshaker and Valeria, reducing Valeria's health from 4 to 3, and Earthshaker's health from 4 to 3. Finally, the creature is going to perform the curse action, putting a curse token on Earthshaker, and then that's going to be the end of its activation. So that's the creature activated, and now it's back to Valeria's actions. So she's going to perform the attack action, which is going to reduce the creature's health from 2 to 0, and we're going to remove the creature from the board. We need to remember that the reflect is still going to activate, so she's still going to suffer 2 damage, but this is only going to bring her down to 1 health. And finally the creature is dead and our heroes have survived. So that was an example of a slightly more advanced combat where we used different strategies and positioning to overcome a creature's abilities. Now, there are many ways to kill each creature, and this wasn't the only one. We already showed you how if Earthshaker had just moved to the lake earlier, he wouldn't have got knocked back onto the fire and the combat would have been much simpler. We also could have avoided the creature because you don't have to fight them, you can just leave them there until you're ready. So we could have done some questing, we could have leveled up, increased our stats and made the combat easier. We could have gathered some resources, we could have traded those for items and again equipped those, increasing our stats. There are many different options and it's really up to you to decide how quickly you need to kill something and how you want to approach it. Now there are a lot more abilities and all of these abilities are designed to make you wonder how you can use the board, how you can customize your characters and how you can engage each creature to the most optimal way. We really hope you've enjoyed watching these 2 videos and we will put some more videos together showing you some more options later on. But until then, if you've got any questions, please ask them below in the comments, and until next time, keep on adventuring.